Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute and a half since I've said those words, but yeah, if you stuck around, thank you so much, and yeah, welcome back to my channel. This feels really weird doing this again, really weird. I thought today I would play around with some makeup because I really feel like playing around with some makeup and maybe catching up with you, you know, telling you what I've been up to, where I've been, how I've been, and you know, we can just hang out a little bit together. I thought that would be nice. I don't think I'm gonna do anything special today since, you know, I'm just getting glam for no apparent reason because I'm not going anywhere. I just came back from work and I just really felt like playing around with stuff. I changed angles. I'm right now facing the window that you used to see the drawer curtain of, the yellow one. And you're now facing my beautiful messy bed and my eucalyptus blonde and my television. So yeah, I thought that would be a nice change of scenery as well. The old yellow replacing it with, you know, more of my life, more of me. FYI, I got 2 friendly friends on my face, 3, and I may or may not have squeezed them right before I started this. So yeah, we're just gonna work around that. Okay, so I'm just gonna slap something on my face, see whichever way it takes me, and then catch up. Okay, so where have I been? Well, here, nothing special really. Yeah, I've been absent for a little while because I've been quite busy with work and also quite busy with me, I guess. I made a really dramatic coming back video a little while back. If I have any of those clips left on my card, I will insert them right here. Hey guys, long time no see and no speak. I guess if you know me, you might be aware of what the situation is and why it has been so long since I've talked to you. Don't worry, I'm fine. It's just that I think I need to explain a couple of things. Yeah, they were a little dramatic and I thought like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't emphasize the bad so much or like the dramatic so much, but more just come back and we'll see about it. So yeah, I was in a not so nice place, but you know, we're getting better. So yeah, I took a little break from pushing myself into doing stuff that I really didn't, you know, that really pressured me. And yeah, for some reason I feel like this internet thing also really pressured me because I felt like I needed to be perfect, which I'm not and I will never be. And I don't know, really, sometimes whenever I start something I really feel like I have to do it perfectly, otherwise I just have to stop. And that's basically what happened to me with this YouTube thing. I felt like it wasn't good enough, I wasn't doing good enough, I wasn't keeping up, I wasn't having any fresh ideas, I was just being boring, I was using the same stuff over and over again, I wasn't presenting you with anything new, and you know, that's why I sort of quit, and why I'm really unsure, because yeah, it's really nice to do this and it's a nice escape from, you know, my daily life and having to do stuff that I don't feel like. And in here with you and my camera, the thing I'm talking to, I can just do whatever I want. And I just kind of forgot that that is why I'm doing this, so I can just do whatever the hell I want and put it online if I like it. Okay, so for people trying to follow along with the actual makeup part, I'm just slapping the good old Hey Ma before anyone else shake up skin tint together with the Flawless Filter Brush from Tilbury. And I slap that all over my face. As you can see, the spots are still peeking a little through, but I'm kind of okay with that actually. This light really washes me out, I look really pale on camera now. But trust me when I say this is actually a great colour for me. So yeah, moving past the fact that I've been away, I've been trying to focus more on myself, thinking about what I like in my life, where I want to go with my life, and that's been hard too because I'm at a stage in life where I'm trying to figure out what I am, what I want, who I am, and that can be quite difficult because I'm a horrible decision maker, for one. And two, I've had certain moments in my life where I thought that I found what I wanted and then, you know, they turned out not to be. And they kind of got me scared to try new stuff, which is, of course, ridiculous, because you should never back away from new opportunities because of past experiences, in my opinion. So yeah, I've been on like a self-discovery journey, so to speak, which is, you know, took quite a lot of my time. But I think it's good, you know, it's good for personal development and it's also good for, you know, mental stability. Couldn't recommend it enough to people who are still unsure what to do. I mean, I'm 27 and I've tried a couple of things in my life and haven't really found anything that, you know, jumped out at me and made me feel like I was me. And until that arrives, I'm just gonna continue looking around, doing whatever. Yeah, is there anything else I need to update you on? I started working out. I know, I'm just as surprised as you are. Because I've actually been wanting to lose some weight and get in shape and, you know, all of that good stuff, and it's been going pretty well. I go to a personal trainer once a week and I train on my own 2 times a week, which is like more than I've ever done in my entire life, which is to me quite something good. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. I can just tap myself on the shoulder, or the head for that. I just used my Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I bought a new one since my other one is empty, and I bought the shade C1 because I felt like the C3 was just a bit too peachy for me, but I feel like this one might just be a little bit too pale around the face, but I think I can get away with it since the look I think I'm going for right now is a bit radiant, maybe a bit Korean inspired, I'm not sure. Yeah, so working out, and that has been doing, you know, wonders for my skin as well. This is like the best my skin has been since I can remember, I think, because I'm, you know, drinking a lot of water because I have to, because otherwise, you know, you sweat so much. I drink a lot of water, and also, you know, exercise is really good for the stress hormones, which make my skin freak out. Yeah, so what else is new? I don't think anything else really is new. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush. I can't pronounce that flippin' word. Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. Thank you very much. In the shade Fair, I believe. Yeah, number 1 Fair. Just to mattify around the nose and the T-zone just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. So I'm going to do something right now that I haven't done in a long time, which is contour. I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder in Light. I know this is not cruelty free, I'm well aware, but this is one of those products that I haven't really found a good replacement for yet, and I really want to finish this up since, you know, this cost me some pretty decent money and I'm still really fond of using it, so until I get a replacement I'm just gonna finish it up. But I just wanted to inform you that this one is indeed not cruelty free, so I am not gonna recommend it. Even though I really love the formula of the product, I am still looking to replace it, and if I find something just as good as this, I will let you know. Okay, so I'm just going for a soft little contour of the cheekbone. Oh yeah. It's been a really long time since I've tried this, but I saw it lying around in my drawer and I was like, oh, you know, maybe we can do something with this. Also, I've tried fixing the focus of my camera, because a couple of you messaged me after my last 2 videos like, your camera is really weird at focusing on your face and then not on your face and then on your face and then not on your face, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm not really a techie, so I tried figuring that out on my own, and that was quite a tough one. But I hope that this is better. So the most minimal bit of contouring going on there, just to give some structure back to my face. And then I'm going into my favorite blush, which is obviously very dirty because I don't think ahead of time, my Hourglass Ambient Lighting blush in Mood Exposure, which is still the same thing that I've been using every day of my life. Okay, other news. I am going to Japan in 3 weeks. and I'm going to stay there for about 24 days. And I could not be more happy because I haven't had a vacation this year yet. And I'm so excited to go away. I'm so excited to take like a break from work. I'm so excited to explore around. I'm going with my best friend, so that's going to be amazing. And I love Japan. If you haven't, if you don't know me, or if you haven't been here before, if you haven't read any of my blogs, I really love Japan. And anything that has to do with Japan, I really like the language, I like the people, I like the culture, I like their way of living, their discipline, the overall architecture of the big cities, the nature. It's just, I really love Japan. And I'm going there for 3 weeks. My mom already told me, like, if you're not coming back, please just make sure to call me and tell me that you're not coming back. And I'm like, ah, Mom, it's gonna be fine, but maybe, you know, I'll meet my Prince Charming and I'm gonna stay there forever. But yeah, a girl can dream, right? So that's really exciting, and I've been waiting for that for a good old time, because we planned this in February, I want to say, or March. So it's been a long time coming, and I'm really excited to finally leave, because everybody in the office already had vacation. So I've seen everybody leave and come back. Some even leave a second time and come back a second time, and I'm just here like, how much longer am I gonna wait? So I'm really excited. There's this big whiteboard in my office, and I've written like a big countdown to the days on there. And some of my colleagues have even been asking me like how many hours are left, and I'm like too ashamed to tell them the actual amount of hours, because most of the times I know. Kind of sad, but you know, I can't help being excited. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I think I'm just gonna quickly fix my brows. I've gone back to my trusty NYX micro brow pencil in Taupe. I've been using the, I believe it's the espresso one, because that was the only thing that I had left at the moment. I think I still have it around here somewhere, just let me check. Yeah, right over here. I got the espresso one as well, which is quite dark. I really like it sometimes when I want a more defined brow. But I've gone back to the good old Taupe one, because it's the one that fits me best and makes my brows look like the most natural. So yeah, let's just brush up them brow hairs. I'm just gonna get I've got a mirror right in front of me here. I'm just gonna draw that in a bit closer. I'm sorry for staring at my camera, but there are a couple of things beeping at me, and I'm, you know, really scared that, is everything, yeah, everything is okay. And then don't mind, no, never mind me. So I'm just gonna look into my mirror a bit closer, because I tend to really go wild on my brows when I can't see them properly. I'm very sorry about that. So, I'm actually really curious how you guys have been. So please let me know in the comments, how has the past couple of weeks been for you? Have you done anything exciting? Have you been on holiday? Tell me your holiday destinations. There are so many places that I still want to visit. I mean, Japan for one is like my big go-to. I want to see so much more. Maybe next time I want to explore the north a bit more, because I have only been to, like the highest I've been is Tokyo, I think. And there is an entire upper piece of Japan left to explore, which I've seen pictures of and videos of, and it looks so amazing. So maybe the next time I'm gonna go, you know, whenever I save up the amount of money again to go there, because it's quite an expensive trip, I wanna explore that area a bit more. So right now we're going on a 3.5 week trip to, we're going to Tokyo, we're going to Kanazawa, we're going to Kyoto, we're going to Osaka, we're going to Nagoya, I believe. And then, I believe then we're going back to Tokyo again for the to spend the last 3 days in Tokyo, and then fly back to Brussels and then go back home. And on the last full day that we have in Japan, my best friend and I we're gonna get a tattoo together. That's our first big thing I think we've ever done, is this holiday, because we've been looking forward to this for years and years and years. We've always said that we wanted to go to Japan together, and this is like, you know, our dream holiday together, and we're really excited about that. So yeah, in the future I really want to visit like the different parts of Japan. I also would really like to visit South Korea, I also would really like to visit America because I've never been there before, which is, you know, weird when you tell people that you've, you know, traveled around a bit and you haven't been to America. Right over here, that seems like a common place to go on holiday, but I've never been there. I don't know why. Canada, I would love to visit Canada. I would also love to visit Stockholm. One of my best friends lives there right now. And I really love Sweden. I've been there before and, you know, the country's just beautiful. The people are so nice. I really like listening to the language. But yeah, I really wanted to explore Stockholm since I've never been there and it must be such a beautiful city. What else? Oh, I want to visit Peru because you know, Maya culture really interests me. So I would like to visit some temples over there and just, you know, be around there, learn more about that. Yeah, but you know, there's only so much money and so much time to take trips. So we have to spread them out over the future. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with my Essence Make Me Brow Gel, just to set those bad boys into place. I'm really looking for a new brow gel because this one just doesn't hold up my hairs anymore. I don't know, I really used to like this brow gel back in the day, but the holding power, the holding power just really isn't, I think, what it used to be. Maybe it's like a change of formula or my brows just being more stubborn now, I'm not sure. But yeah. Also a message to future me, buy a second battery pack for your camera because every time you film something, your camera dies and you know it, and you have to wait another hour until the fucker is charged up a little bit and then you can use it again. So please, do us all a favor, buy another battery pack. They're not that expensive. You just bought Balenciaga sneakers. You can afford another battery pack. Okay, so yeah, my camera died. Well, let me see if I can adjust that focus a little bit. Yeah, we didn't really miss anything. I think I just ended, the last sentence was something about my brows. Yeah, so I think that the Make Me Brow Gel just isn't strong enough for my eyebrows anymore. That was the main conclusion of what I wanted to say. Okay, so I just put that in. It's been like an hour now. So this is what the base looks like an hour later. I'm just gonna continue on from there. I forgot to put on highlighter, and I really want to. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Killawat highlighter. I don't think I've shown this to you guys yet. I've got the shade Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal, and let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I love it. Well, let me show you the Lightning Dust first. This is just a really more subtle highlighter. I really, really love this for just regular day highlighting. Look at that beautiful glow. Okay, and now for some extra velvet boom, I'm gonna scoot over and make sure that you got them focused on me. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna show you the real kaboom. Can you see that? Can you see that? Hello? Can you see that glow? Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's, you know, this is just what I want in life. When I go out, this is what I want. Why? Look at it. Look at it. Cardi.exe has stopped working. Let's put you back into a little bit more of a focus on this. There we go. Okay, so now that I went completely gaga over this beautiful highlighter and I drenched myself in this, I think it's time to go to eyes. What I've been doing lately is using more peachy, pinky, reddy toned shades on my eyes, and I've really been enjoying it. So I'm going to do that again right now. What I'm going to start off with is the Makeup Revolution London Eye Palette. I think this is Newtrals 2, right? Yeah, this is Newtrals 2, the pink one. This is a really, really affordable palette. I don't think it costs over 10 bucks, I think. And it's really versatile. The pigment in this is amazing as well. Yeah, I really enjoy using it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start off using this one, this shade here, and this shade here mixed together. They're both like neutrals. Tap some of that off and then just get that all over my eyelid as like a base. And you can say like, oh, that's like quite some pigment for a base. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But I'm gonna do something really nice today. I'm gonna fan it out quite low, so I'm really getting to the end of that eye socket and to the beginning of that eye socket just to get a nice base laid down. Making sure that I also reach the lash line part, and I'm gonna take whatever is left on my brush underneath the eye, and I'm really gonna stick it underneath into that eye bag area. And then just make it go round. And then you're left with something that looks like this. I'm gonna do that to the other eye really quickly as well. I've been really inspired by Asian makeup trends lately, also by Asian street style fashion. It's just, you know, the anticipation of going to Japan has made me, you know, fall into multiple YouTube, Instagram and Pinterest vortexes. So yeah, that's where I get my inspiration from. But I just really like the way that their makeup just makes them look more fresh and healthy, whereas I think that most Western makeup looks like the more dressy, the more creative makeup looks really maybe not the creative, that's not what I mean, the more commercial makeup looks like the American style makeup that is really, you know, a big trend still, with like the matte skin and like the matte lips and like the sharp eyeliner and the sharp brows. I think that can make you look a bit, you know, harsh and, you know, made up. And I really like the fact that I think Asian makeup just really tries to emphasize the features that you already have, and make you look like a more healthy, radiant version of yourself instead of just something or someone completely different. Wow, words are my strong point today. Okay, what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to use this color here and this color mixed together. Just a tiny bit of that top one because that is a pigmented mofo. And I'm just gonna put this on the outer portion of my eyelid and a bit through that crease so that you like create a more heavy set outside. And don't worry if it's, you know, not neat at all, because mine isn't at the moment. We'll fix that. And I'm also going to take whatever is left on that brush underneath and connect that up to the top. And this is what I am left with now. As you can see, not neat at all, but we're going to be fine. Going to do the same to the other eye. And just make sure that you get from that lash line to that socket and then drag through the socket. So that emphasis is really on that outer part of the eye. And then whatever is left, I'm just going to take under, like that. We're left with this. I'm taking that brush that I used the first time, again, just a floofy brush, and I'm just gonna go over those edges to make them a bit more smooth without taking away too much of that emphasis. And then this is what we're left with. Then, on that same brush, I am going to take a little bit of, I'm gonna switch palettes. This is my Viseart, what is this called? Does this even have a name? Yeah, the 01 name has rubbed off palette, but it's the basic neutrals palette. And I'm going to take this and this color brown, And I'm going to do the same thing basically that I did with those other colors, just to deepen it up a little bit. Just on that outer V portion. And don't dip too deep into those darker shades because those are pigmented as well, and you don't want this to be like an extreme brown smoky eye. We just want that definition to be there but not too heavy. And the same thing on the other eye. You know, I really like to spend my time building up eyeshadow looks because I think that the more time you invest in building up shadows, the more blended and the more perfected your look will turn out. On camera this looks like surreal because there's like a big light on me. There's like a lot of light on me right now, but right here in my mirror it's not as bright at all, so yeah, it's a bit weird. I'm not going to use the viewfinder to you know, rate my look. Okay, and then for the fun part, at least I think it's for the fun part, I'm going to use a flat eyeshadow brush with the Charlotte Tilbury Vintage Vamp Quad, which is like my baby. I don't think I've shown you this before either. This is one of the, you know, sweet little gifts I got for myself a little while back, and I've used this champagne shade to death, and I'm gonna use that again today, just on the inner part of the lid. So don't go into the crease area, just stay on that lid and drag it like to halfway on your eyelid, like right over there. So that brightens up that inner part just a tiny bit. I know my brush is dirty, please don't comment on it. I don't prepare ahead. Don't judge me, you do the same. Right there. And then we got this. And I think I'm feeling a little bit more emphasis, so I'm gonna dip into that dark red just a tiny bit again. Take it underneath the eye. And right into that corner again. Just for a little bit more. Oh, there we go. You can overdo this really easily. But the nice thing about these eyeshadows is they blend like a dream, so you can just, you know, correct your mistakes that way. And then we're left with this peachy Glowing-a-jig. Okay, so before I move on to anything else, I'm gonna do something to my inner corner. I'm going to use these, my brain just stops functioning. This NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Yogurt, just on the inner corner, if it will open. Right here. Just for some extra glow. And if you want to set that, you could also just put some highlight on top. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'm gonna use a tiny little brush into my lovely Fenty Beauty highlight and just pop that on top of that yogurt eye pencil we just put down there for some extra poof. Okay, and then I'm gonna move on to liner, if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. I use the NYX Professional Epic Ink Liner. When I use liner, I don't really use liner that much, but when I do, I use this because it's a really, really nice one. You can make really precise lines with this. So I'm just gonna drag a tiny line out from like right in the inner corner. And then I'm gonna connect that to, just gonna trace that lash line and then connect them. And voila, a tiny baby liner. And I like to make these a little bit more flat, so not as much like pointed outwards, but more flat to make the eyes look a bit more down pointed, because, you know, Koreans and Asian people in general tend to think that that makes the eyes look a bit cuter instead of, you know, make them big and angry and winged and flying into your face. Don't mind me, again, I've had a long day. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. And really, this liner is so nice and sharp and easy to work with. And it's black and it's great. Okay, so guess what? Also my card was full, so note to me, also empty your card, or format it, or get a bigger card, or another one. This really pisses me off if you can't tell, and I'm also losing light, so yeah. Well, so the thing I did is I put the eyeliner down, as I said, more like straight instead of pointed up like a cat eye. We put the highlighter in the corner, we already did that, so the only thing really left to do right now is just put on some mascara. I use the NYX Stacked Mascara with the little tiny wand. I've really been loving this because it really gets a nice coat on my lashes without, you know, me rubbing everything all over my eye. And I can also use this on my bottom lashes, which is really great. And the comb on the other side, because I don't know if you can tell, but it has a comb and, well, you can't really tell because of the zoom. It has a comb and then a flat end, and the comb you can use to distribute the product through the lashes more evenly when you've like overdone it or when it clumped. But you know, really it doesn't clump, but I also really like to use it just to fan out the lashes a bit more, to give them more volume. So yeah, I've been really enjoying this. I do use the B mascara every now and again, but as said, I'm not really a big fan of the waterproof formula, and I think the big one is just something that still bothers me because I really want a versatile mascara. I really want to be able to use it on my bottom lashes as well, because I'm lazy and I just want to use one product and not two. So yeah, there we go. Also gonna put a bit on the bottom lashes, just a tiny bit. There we go. Oh, I really need a haircut. My fringe has grown out so much. In that clip that I inserted of the video that I made a while ago, you can see my fringe is so much shorter, and right now it almost touches my eyes and it's freaking me out. It's like curling up everywhere. I really need it cut, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I think we're gonna finish off with a nice lip. I wanted to do also like a bit of a Korean inspired ombre. I hate that word. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipstick in Androgyny. I'm just gonna put that in the center of my lip, and I'm gonna use my finger to pat that out. So you get a bit of a rosy hue. And then what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk to define the outer edges. This is lighter and it's more peachy, so it will make your lips look a bit more bigger. And then I'm going in for a second layer of that Androgyny to deepen up the inside. I don't know if you can really tell. And my personal finishing touch is just to put some lip gloss on it. I'm just gonna use this face gloss by B, just for that extra little emphasis. Okay, so this is just, I think, a nice little more autumny look to, you know, get used to the transition language. Really, today is not my strong point. To embrace the transition of the seasons, and I really like autumn. I really like sweater weather because, you know, turtlenecks are my one true love, and I really love sweaters that I can wrap myself into, and I like the colors of autumn and the temperature going down and me not worrying about constant sun exposure anymore. Yeah, So thank you very much if you're still watching this. I know I was a little bit all over the place, but it's been a while since I've talked to a camera before. And yeah, I hope I've updated you a little bit on where I've been, and I hope that you forgive me for being away for this long. I'm aiming to try a little bit more every now and again. Maybe not just makeup. I mean, I really like makeup and I really like playing around with it, but you know, maybe some other things as well. We'll see. We'll see what the future brings. For now, thank you again for the 7 millionth time for sticking around and being patient with me. I really, really love you guys, and I'm really glad that I can continue this little adventure together with you. So I really hope to see you next time with whatever the future will bring for us. Bye!